The champion has made his way around to begin the celebration with his team. Dave Burns is there.
He's been waiting patiently over in turn 2. Here's Carl to congratulate. Well, you rubbed fenders with him all year. He got the up sometimes. You got the up sometimes. And in the end, you are the champion. What was it like beating Carl Edwards this race this year?
You know, we've raced a long time. We're both from the Midwest. He's a good competitor. He was last year's champion. It feels really good to be able to beat him. You know, Dan Deeringhoff and all these guys on the BB&T Chevrolet, they've just done a good job all year long. We've been consistent. We did the things it takes to win championships. Richard, you know, for giving me the opportunity. BB&T, Camping World, everybody involved, Chevrolet, Monte Carlo. How about that? Beat that Ford. So, you know, just incredible. I'm so excited for everybody.
Clint, you were a NASCAR regional champion, and now you're on the national stage. Got that phone call. How'd we get here?
I have no idea, but, you know, I think it's Carl and I both are, you know, it just goes to show you that the stepping stones that NASCAR's put forth for us young drivers to come up through the ranks and have a shot at this can do it. We both were, you know, weekly racing champions, racing the regional championships, and, you know, kids at home, yeah, they should go for it.
Describe knowing when the caution came out that you had to be on pins and needles for a little while longer.
No, man, I was getting tight. You know, we just got real tight, and I really didn't want to see it, but, you know, in hindsight, it worked out. I want to thank my teammates, everybody, Kevin and Jeff Burton, and, you know, Wimmer right there at the end. He watched my back, and that's what teamwork's all about. Really hope Wimmer, you know, lands a ride. He deserves it. He's a hell of a race car driver. Clint
Boywer is your 2008 Nationwide Series champion. Let's go to someone else who has something to celebrate as well. Shannon?
That's right, Dave. Joey Logano, 12 points, owner championship you have earned. Joe Gibbs Racing, their very first championship in the Nationwide Series. I got to ask you, what has the pressure been like this past week, knowing what you had to do here this weekend?
It was a lot of pressure, obviously, but, you know, getting the pole earlier was a big plus, and leading those laps in the beginning made me think we had a really good DLP Toyota, and long run, we just weren't there, and we tried adjusting it forward, and we just couldn't get it right. We were really good in the beginning, really at the end. But it's awesome for this whole 20 bunch to win this race or win the championship. That's such a big deal, you know, going through the thick and the thin with these guys, and then with Denny and Tony and Kyle driving the car and running up front winning races. That helps out a lot. So it's cool for these guys. I got to thank GameStop too. They helped a lot through this whole season. So there's plenty of people I got to thank for this one.
Yeah, what does it mean to be part of this organization, part of this title right now? You came in mid-season. This team has been completely dominant. Dave Rogers, of course, watching you right now. What does it mean for you, Joey?
It's awesome. Like I said before, they work so hard back at the shop, here at the racetrack. We're always, you know, the last one to go home at night, working on these cars, making a ton of laps in practice, doing what we got to do to make these things as good as we can, and I'm glad that it paid off. Got a little closer than I wanted it to, but, you know, it's just awesome for these guys. You know, those are the guys that really deserve it. I only drove half the season.
All right, Joey Logano's going to have to pull out that tuxedo because he is going to the championship banquet in Orlando. Mike?
And Brad Keselowski ends the season on a relatively high note, third-place finish, but it seemed like the car was bottoming out in 3 and 4 towards the end of that final run. Was that the difference for you?
Yeah, I mean, every little bit counts. We're so close, you know. Just what a great year, what a great effort. Had a great race here in Homestead. Great way to finish off the season, and congratulations to Carl and Clint and Chevrolet winning the championship. That's cool, but it's just been a great year, and last race for me in the Navy, and what a good way to end it. And it's been a great sponsorship, and just been great to represent all of them. So, you know, just can't say how thankful I am for everyone this year. Thanks, ESPN.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, it's been great. Coverage has been great. So, thanks, everyone.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And Brad Keselowski ends on a high note. A couple of wins this year and a top 3 to go out. Jamie?
And another high note, Jason Leffler finishes fourth, ties his best finish of the year, and some of the best racing we saw all night between you and the championship winner, Clint Boywer. What was it like, Jason? He wouldn't let up.
No, and you got to be careful. You know, the guys in the Great Clips show to give me a great car, and just got racing Clint there, and you just don't want to be the guy that wrecks him and costs him championship. Same token, I don't think he could have raced me as hard as he wanted. So once I got position on him, he didn't race me really hard. So it's a good race. Good to end the season on a high note. We've had a terrible year, and not to be negative, but it's just we have, and to end it with our best run, our best performance, gets everybody through the winter, and gives us the confidence that we can do this every week next season.
Well, and the good news is Jason Leffler, this entire team staying intact. They will be back to run for the championship in 2009. Doc?
Down here with second place finisher Kyle Busch. I know that you were looking for history here tonight, Kyle. Finished second, but this season has been unbelievable for you guys. How satisfying has it been to be a part of this organization and do what you have been able to do?
Oh, it's been great. You know, the guys have done a phenomenal job all year long, and you know, this is the first place that we unloaded a little bit behind, and it kind of showed there, I guess, a little bit at the end. And you know, we had so many crutches built into this car to try to make it go fast, and it was fast, but you know, I don't know if the damage on the front end was a culprit there towards the end of the race, but it just went all of a sudden so tight, tighter than I'd been all night, and didn't have anything to show for it, but come up short.
Now you see the celebration going on right now for the championship. There's speculation that you may go for a championship in the Nationwide Series next year. Any word on that? Can you let us know what your plans are?
You'd have to ask JD. I don't know anything yet. I'm not a part of that program, so I drive whatever they tell me to drive.
All right, well, certainly if he does go for a Nationwide championship, it will be a battle for that championship for Kyle Busch.
All right, Shannon, thanks. So we've heard from the champion Clint Boyer. Now on stage, time for the presentation of the championship trophy. For that, let's go back to Dave Burns.
And we are now down on the stage to make this all very, very official, joined by NASCAR's president Mike Helton, who's going to congratulate our 2008 driver champion.
Clint, congratulations. You guys, you and RCR did a nice job this year, along with Joe Gibbs Racing, to put on a heck of a program for the whole Nationwide Series. We're proud to have you as our 08 Nationwide Series champion, and congratulations from all of NASCAR.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It's a dream come true. It really is. You know, coming up, Carl and I both, you know, race for a championship, came up through the stepping stones of NASCAR, and that's what it's all about right there. So really proud. Thank you.
Kudos to Clint and car owner Richard Childress, but finishing just ahead of him in the Owners' Points Championship this year was the 20 team of Joe Gibbs Racing, and right now John Amon, Associate Vice President of Strategic Sponsorship for Nationwide Insurance, will present the trophy to J.D. Gibbs. John?
So, JD, on behalf of all of Nationwide, congratulations on a great season. This is excellent. Happy to present to you this trophy.
Thank you. We appreciate Nationwide support so much, and a big hats off to all the guys on Richard's team, and Clint has a great finish there. And for us, it was just to have Joey in the car, Denny in the car, you know, between Kyle and Tony. It was great to wrap up. It means a lot to us, and we'll treasure this forever. Thank you.
Great. Two champions crowned tonight on the big stage at Homestead Miami Speedway. Alan?
All right, David, thank you. So the award ceremony and the official presentation of the rings and the checks and all the rest of that happens next Saturday night in Orlando, Florida, for Clint Boyer and his team, and J.D. Gibbs and the 20 team. And the final championship standings as we get a final thought from this 2008 season.
Just a fantastic job for Clint Boyer. Now we can talk to Clint and call him champ. And it's got a nice ring to it.
Outstanding. He led this thing from wire to wire. He dealt with the pressure. He reacted like a champion, responded like a champion, and he is the champion.
And congratulations to Clint and Richard and everybody. We know that Clint's a great driver, but let's not forget about Dan Deeroff and what those guys did last week at Phoenix, and then to take that car tonight, make it better, get him a good crucial pit stop. I think that the championship team is right there too.
That was outstanding season for all. Congratulations to all. Let's go upstairs. Doc, DJ, and Andy, a final thought?
Well, what a time for a performance for these guys here. The two-car getting it done here, the last race of the year, and a championship performance here on the night when they had to have it.
Yeah, you see a difference with Clint Boyer's team. They raced for this championship from day one. They only won one race, but they knew the big prize was right here on this stage tonight.
Yeah, he did a terrific job. Everything that they had to do, and I think as they look back, there's going to be a lot of things that they can say, well, that made a difference. But last week, just like Ray said, at Phoenix, that was a great effort on their part. But the tremendous amount of pressure that you come into this last race, knowing what you have to do and going out and doing it, my hat's off to Clint. Great champion, going to be a great champion for the sport, and to Richard Childress, who's put so much into not only this Nationwide Series, but into Sprint Cup racing and all of NASCAR racing for a long time.